Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am here today to work on the blue journal that I've been working on for Nora. And I'm just waiting for some fabric from Nora. She has sent it, but as we all know, sometimes snail mail is like a snail. So, and her poor father has been very ill, so I'm so sorry, Nora. I wish there was something I could do for you. But anyways, so as soon as I get that fabric, I'll be able to finish up the cover. But I think one of the things I'm going to do is put one of these collage board things on the inside of the cover, and then we'll have the fabric that she's sending on the outside. So I made these collage boards, and I've done these with you guys before, but if you're new, I just take a piece of Manila drawing paper. You can use book page, you can use just any kind of paper you have. The thing I like about this is it's you can write on the back once you cut these apart, so that's why I like to use the Manila drawing paper. But like I said, you can use really anything. So, and then I have another little project that we'll work on, but first we're going to take this collage board and we're going to cut it into some journaling cards to go in our journal. And so I'll show you guys what I did. We'll do a flip through of the whole thing once it's done. And I know I haven't done a lot of this on camera, and that's because I've been having trouble with my camera. Well, my camera died, so I'm using an old phone. But anyway, ordered a camera. It was a dud, so I have got another one on order, so it's just a matter of waiting for that. So I have been having some technical issues and like didn't film Tuesday and all that. So anyway, long story short, right? But this is medieval Mirage paper, and some of her papers, if you've gotten any of her kits, you'll notice that she sizes them, you know, smaller for like a smaller style journal. I like to use those pages just in my journals anyway, as, you know, pages, because I like this is a smaller page, but this is one that I've done that's smaller. They're just kind of fun to have in there like that. Another thing that I thought of, and I'm sure somebody's done this too, but is to take two of the pages of those smaller pages, and I just stitched them together and stitched down the middle, and I've turned them into pockets. So I want journaling cards to go in these pockets. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to cut my board, but I need to get an idea of what size I need. I always do that on the centimeter side for some reason. I'm thinking we're going to have to go with, like, I'm wondering if 4.5 is going to be too big. So let's just do like 4 1/4 roughly. It can be nearly the same length, 6.5. 4 1/4 by 6.5 is what we're going to shoot for. And these are always interesting to cut because you're like, I don't want to cut that off, but that's what we're going to do. 4 1/4 wide, so that's going to cut the bird, and I definitely want the bird. So I'm going to go with 4 3/4, and then I'll just cut some off of this side, even though that's kind of a waste, but this wouldn't be like a wide enough tag, I don't think. Well, let's see, if we do it about there, we could make a couple tags, so that might work. We'll try that. Could do a couple tags out of that, and then do 4 1/4. Okay, 4 1/4, 6.5, and I'm. Oh, you can't see the whole thing good. And on my old camera, you couldn't see that whole thing. And then this can be a little journaling card this way. So that will be one of the cards that goes in here. maybe, if I can get my fingers to work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that fits. So I see that's loose, so I'll tack that down. That's the one thing when you cut them apart sometimes. Why don't I cut the other one real quick first? Sometimes some of those edges get loosened up. These are like extra things I have for this journal, so sorry they're kind of falling into the camera view here. I'm going to cut this one 4 1/4 with these flowers. The only problem is we're going to probably lose some of the butterfly, and then I have this weird piece, but this could be used as a belly band, and actually that could too, which maybe that's what I'll do with it. 6 1/2. Yeah, that is a bummer. Even if I go to like 7, yeah, I'm just going to cut it at 6 1/2 at least. That way I'll have part of this down here to use for something else. Okay, so let's figure out if we want to put anything else on those and fix any loose pieces. That just sometimes happens because you're using glue stick and you might not get every single little edge of the paper, and so when you cut it apart it like loosens up. The rest feels pretty good. And this one's all good. Yeah. All right, so I kind of want to put something down here since I just have this weird, you know, parts with butterfly wings, just the edges of them. So I hope you guys are having a good day. We're just kind of here today. Everybody's, well, my husband's at work, but kids are here. My daughter's going to go to work here shortly. But yeah, kind of a calm, quiet day. Put something in my eye. So one of these will go on one side, and I'll stitch around them too to give them a little more oomph. Okay, I did cut out some ladies, but I don't know if it's gonna work with this, but we'll see what we got here and see if any of them will work. They're just really pretty with all the blue. Yeah, she could actually work on there. Yeah, she's even got a bigger because of the umbrella. I like that better, only because I feel like the top of her head is cut off, and I've printed that as small as I can. She would probably work, but seems awfully low, but we could put something else along the bottom, I guess. Let's see. I like the music. Let's try this. I don't want anything too thick, so I don't really want to use a piece of lace because then getting it in and out of the pocket, it could get caught all the time, which would be very irritating. So I kind of just want a little something. Yeah, I think I like that. I definitely like this almost just as is. Maybe a little something along there. Let's get those inked. Yeah, I tried to film my making of these collage boards, but that was kind of the day when my camera totally bit the dust. And it just kept cutting off and cutting off and cutting off and just being weird. So I never did get the full video of that. And I thought I had got more than I did get, so that you guys missed, and so I apologize. I just have had one thing after another, it seems like, with the cameras this week and last week partially. That's what happens, I guess. This I think I'm going to do with that brush that I have, because I kind of want it inked all over, but just lightly, you know. I love these. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for spoiling me. I wish I would have ordered these a long time ago, but I just didn't know. I thought they were more like a sponge, and I know that my sponges, these fall apart all the time, which is highly irritating. And I didn't want to have to, you know, just keep buying them, so I was like, I don't even want to get attached to those, because I feel like, you know, just be another thing to buy all the time. But I think those will last a long time, since you're just using them to brush. I just turned this way, and I was thinking that might be better. I don't like how you can see the bottom of these without their legs. I don't know why. I think they're kind of weird that way. But I mean, I know it doesn't matter, but it's just one of those things. I kind of like something at the base of them. Like this one, I feel like needs just, yeah, I think I'm going to do that too. I know, weird. Okay, now that we got those all ready to go, oh, I need my glue book, huh? All out of sorts today, like everything's not where it normally is and stuff. I feel like I'm discombobulated. Maybe I'm just discombobulated, because that's always possible as well. So I went over and watched Jo Beth Sexton has her video done for the Halloween journal that she did for me as a guest design team project, and turned out cute. So thank you so much, Jo Beth. That was so nice of you to agree to do that. It's just fun to see what other people do with, you know, your digis and all that. And she does great Halloween-y stuff. I was surprised that she didn't color any of those images, because she used my spooky stamps. And she does videos where she just colors, and I thought for sure she would color those. But they looked really cute because she inked them and tore around them and stuff. And it turned out cute. Not just colors, but, you know, videos where she colors. My daughter's downstairs watching something kind of loud. Okay. So if you can hear it, I don't know if you can hear it or not. Sometimes people will say, oh, the, you know, lawnmower, and I do the same thing. You hear the lawnmower kind of thing. And usually people can't, but if you're hearing something, that's what it is. Oh yeah? Oh, you suddenly have lots to say? That was a big sigh from him. He got, his eyes are all cleared up and he's breathing better. He's doing much better. He was just kind of a mess. But like I said, he's a Persian and he tends to get, you know, all congested because his face is all smushed. Kind of like a bulldog or, you know, pug or whatever. What you doing? He's just standing down there rubbing on my leg. He's a funny one. He's very, like, only wants attention when he wants it. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. The rest of the time he could care less, you know, he just won't, he doesn't really want anything to do with any of us much. But when he decides he wants attention, then everybody has to stop and pay attention. Because you might not get another chance for a while. Never had a cat like that. Usually they, you know, they want you to pet them all the time. He's rubbing on my leg. Will you mug him?
Okay, he's gonna scream.
He's gonna scream. He squeaked. Oh my goodness. As I've told you, he doesn't love my son to death. That's Jules' job. If you could see right now, my son is being so nice, holding him so nice and petting him, and he's acting like he's pulling out his toenails. I just noticed there's kind of a white edge on this that I'm gonna fix. Okay, just put him down. So salty. Salty cat. Alright, so I will stitch around those and then they will go in there, and I'll probably put like a little fabric, you know, pull. But those are fun. So see, those collage boards are fun to have because they are great when you just want to do some quick things. And then these, I wanted to make, I'm going to go ahead and put this back so I don't lose my spot. A bag in here. Where did it go? I can find it. Oh my word. Doesn't want to fall out because the page is all hanging there. Oh, there it is. And I needed cards for those, but I'm not going to have enough of this. Like, the pieces are too small, yeah. Bummer. So I'll just save those and use those for something else. And what else could we use for those? This is too big. Might have to make some more. So let's take some that we've already got glued together. How long have we got? Oh, 19 is how long? Well, before I do those, I'm going to show you what else I wanted to show you, and then we'll work on those. Get this stuff over here out of the way. Okay, so I made these yesterday, and these types of things are kind of like the ones that Lorie Fusco, a girl on the ridge, she makes things like this quite often, but I just wanted to show you guys in case you've never seen it, or you know, it's a little bit different than like ones I've done before. But you know how you tear these edges a lot of times off of your book page, like if you're just trying to get the middle section or whatever, and you tear these edges off, I usually end up throwing them away, but I decided yesterday I was going to stamp some of them, and I thought they turned out pretty cool. And the other good thing is that you're using little bitty pieces of lace and whatever else that you have, which is nice because we have that stuff hanging around, and I find it all over my desk, you know, just little, like right here, here's a little tiny piece of ribbon, just stuff like that. And it's like, what in the world am I even going to do with that? I thought some of these might be fun too. The Tim Holtz ticket booth ticket stamps. I like the numbers on them. See, I'm kind of a freak for numbers, but if you like words better or you have something else, this is from Tim Holtz too. It was in a butterfly die cut that had a couple of stamps. And I don't know where, I don't have the packaging anymore for that, so I apologize. But you could also use things like if you don't have stamps like this, like a lot of these tickets have numbers, you could even just like kind of put them down somehow. Would be kind of another cool way to do it. But all I did was stamp, and I used obviously this one, but I'm going to try a different one and see how that goes. I'm just going to kind of do it randomly. Oh, that didn't come out very good. Maybe I'll use a different one, like, so if I end up using, because you can use the whole strip, or you can tear it and just use a portion of it, and I'll show you kind of what I did in that journal. Yeah, that one came out a lot better. And I kind of leave usually a little more space than that. I got those kind of close. But it doesn't really matter, and if you cover some of it, it's not like a big deal. Just something to have on there, basically. Just try to get this 40 cents kind of thing here. There. Okay, so then after I stamped it, oh my goodness, I just stuck my fingers right in the black. See, I have all these, and this stuff ends up floating around on my table because, you know, you snip something off and you're like, oh, I could use that for something, whatever. I don't know. It's usually pieces more like this size than the itty bitty ones. I usually do kind of toss these, but I, you know, made a couple, and I did have a couple floating around. So what did I do with my butter glue? Oh, it's right there. All right, so I just took a little bit and just kind of started gluing, you know, whatever. Little pieces of fabric, little pieces of lace. I even took pieces of dictionary page, just little bitty ones, not big ones. And you could use, again, any kind of book page, anything you want. I'm just sticking them on. And it looks kind of weird when it's just stuck on, but then for some reason once you stitch it, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, it just kind of ends up looking really cool. And like I said, a Lorie girl on the Ridge did those, and then I did one right after she did because hers were so cool. I was excited to try it. And yeah, and the more frayed you can get the fabric, I think it looks cooler. You could even put like some of your strings from your sewing machine, you know, when you get the big old stack of them, just take a few out and just put them on somewhere. And like my itty bitty price tags from my price tag kit, I think they would be cute. And she did that too. She added some of these price tags in hers. They're just a little bit bigger is the only difference. Other than that, it's essentially the same exact idea. So not my idea, just maybe smaller scale is all. And I mean anything. That's just a piece of crochet lace. But I think it looks really cool once it's all done, and they look really neat on like added to tags or journaling cards or whatever. Like this is just really frayed sari silk. actually lift that crochet a little. But I like the frayed edges and how that looks. So this is like a little piece of sari silk and a piece of lace together. And you're just basically tacking them down with the glue. The glue isn't, there's a piece of rickrack. And I found some more of this teeny tiny black rickrack. I thought I had used it all, but I still had some. Luckily, because it's vintage, like I was telling you, I was trying to tie it and it just like shreds. But it's just so cool because it looks neat on things. This is some Tim Holtz fabric. I want to fray that a little more. So if you just run your nail or whatever, just to get it all frayed up. And like I said, you can use them on different items. You don't have to use them all on the same thing. I like the dictionary page because there are some numbers in it, and then it's just that real thin paper. So it's kind of nice. It doesn't add a lot of bulk. I think it's the randomness of it that I like. I don't know. Who knows? Got a piece of that. Oh, this old rickrack. This looks like it's a different color, like a cream rickrack. It's not, it's white, it's just old. So that's a fun piece. Rickrack. And using these numbers is kind of fun because, you know, you can turn them this way and that gives you more room to go around. Whereas these, you know, I didn't have as much room on the sides and stuff, but yeah, it's kind of fun. Just gonna put this little piece of crazy colored sari silk right there. And maybe a little piece of lace. Yeah, that one's pretty little. And you know, they can hang off and stuff. It's fine. Okay, so then I would stitch that, and you can do as much or as little, like if you wanted less fabric or whatever, you could do that. More stamping, whatever the thing is. It's just a great use. So that's two pieces of book page, you know, like the margin torn off. That's all those are. Okay, so let's get this out of the way and I'll kind of show you how I used them, and you get the idea. You just stitch however you want. Like some of them I stitched with a oh my goodness, I can't think of it. Oh yeah, drawing a blank. Not a straight stitch anyway, the crisscrossy stitch. I don't know why I can't think what that's called at the moment, but and then this one is just straight stitched down, all jaggedy and back up, you know, that kind of thing. So do that however you want. But see, I just took this card. This is from my Porch Prints, and I just added a piece right here because it's a beautiful card. I don't really need anything on it, but it's fun to just add a little something to it. So I added that there. And then where else? Oh, on this. Again, this was my Porch Prints. I just added one of those stickers, the washi stickers, and then just a little piece. I just tore it. Actually, no, I cut them because of the stitches. That's right. Just don't forget to put glue, you know, top and the bottom, especially the one that you didn't use, so that it doesn't, you know, unstitch. It probably wouldn't, oh, zigzag is the word for that stitch. I'm okay, I swear. So yeah, there's that, and then on this, just a piece coming down here, because like I said, these are great cards. They don't need anything, but it's just fun sometimes to put a little something on them, and so that's what I did. And then I think I also put a piece of one just on the page. Oh yeah, there we go. See, that's another one. That's a little bit bigger one. That one's a little bit closer to the ones that I have done after seeing Lorie, Girl on the Ridge, do hers. So yeah, just a fun thing, but you could make them tiny, you know, pretty tiny, and just have them as little like clusters to go on things. And I just think they're super fun and fast and easy, and you know, there's no rules or wrong or rights or whatever. So, all right, so let's make cards to go in that little bag. I should have measured it while I had it in my sights, because now I have to find it again. It was closer to the middle, wasn't it? Okay. So let's turn this so we don't lose our spot. And I need about, go 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So like here, I'm gonna cut this off. And sometimes these do not cut great. I did change my blade, but see, so now I have that, and I can use that again. And normally I throw those away because I don't know what else to do with them, you know. Okay, 3 1/4. I can probably get both my cards out of one of these. That's the wrong way. Let's do it this way so we can get both of them out of it. Oh, there's not enough. Well, we'll just take up this little edge, neaten it up. It's close enough. Oh, come on. Old book page and these cutters don't get along. I was telling my son I want one of the, I don't know what you call them, the ones that 3 1/4. Looks really wonky. I don't know if it's me or what. I don't know if it's just the way the writing is. Those are not. What did I do, honestly? It was bad, whatever it was. It was not even close to being even. That was bad. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off even with this, and then I'll save that. So we'll go 4 1/2. I've got one that's the right size and will work, but the other one, 3 1/4. Okay, so these two should still not. What did I do? I didn't do any of that. Okay, I'm gonna just try to fix this one. I don't know what in the world I was doing. Well, they're like really crooked. Is the problem. They're not the same size. I think this one's just really crooked. Okay, I'm not worried about the way the writing's going. I just want them to fit, you know, into the pocket. Because that's all going to get covered. Okay. That was rough. And it doesn't matter which way the writing goes, but I'm weird like that, and it'll bug me. Okay, yeah, those are good. All right, so let's get them covered with some fun paper. And what's more fun than ticking? I love ticking. I just realized my computer went to sleep. Hopefully I'm still recording. Yeah, it's been a headache. I will be very happy when I just ordered a webcam, and I'm hoping that will do the trick, and then I can stop futzing around with cameras because it's irritating. So I just kind of want a piece of this. I don't want the whole thing. So I can put a piece here and a piece on here. I want to use her, but that's really kind of too tall. She could be oriented this direction though. I just, nah. This is from the Graphics Fairy, this image, and I've used it before. It's just so vibrant. I love it. Oh, my son's mowing the lawn. I was like, what is that? Yay, that'll make my husband happy. Okay, I decided I'm oriented it the other way. Too bad I already ripped that paper, huh? But that's okay, we'll use it for something. It always seems to get used somehow, one way or another. Okay, what else are we gonna put on there? We need more blue. My Porch Prints. I can go like this. Wow, that's about perfect when I tear that off, height-wise. So yeah, this isn't super new, exciting, but as we always say, it's all part of the process of making a journal, so that's just kind of the way it is. That's what we're gonna do. But I'm just about done with this journal. I just have to do the cover, and I have a plan for that, so that always makes me happy, because when I don't have a plan for the cover, it's kind of distressing. Yeah, I'm glad I did 2 of those collage sheets, because that one will come in very handy to do the inside, and I think it'll look kind of cool with it all collaged. I mean, I've done stuff like that before, but I've never used a collage sheet though. I usually just collage the inside of the cover. But I liked that one for there. This was from Melody. Thank you, Melody. It's so fun when you can use, I mean, that I don't even have to do anything to, because it's got that lacy look, so that will work great. I'm trying to think. I think I can just use this glue stick. It's all sticky. I don't want. My picture stuck to it. And then I think right on the edge here, I'm going to use this. Like, I'm just going crazy with these, right? But it's kind of fun, and it'll stick out of the my pocket a little bit. I'm just going to kind of cut a piece. Just a little bit right here. I'm going to actually even let it hang off the card just a little bit like that, because I don't want it overlapping, but it'll hang out of the bag almost like it's, you know, like a piece of fabric or something to the pole or whatever you want to call it. Oh, come on. This one's getting down, and I've used it over and over and over again, and I think it's getting tired. It needs to be just like rinsed out. That's right. Bye, sweet girl. I love you. Have a good day at work. So see, then that will hang out a little bit. So that's fun. All right, something on the back. Some of this book page I think I'll use. Okay. Yeah, she's just working a short shift today. She has a class on Thursday, but it's online, so sometimes she can run in for a few hours. And I'll stitch around that. That one's all ready to go. So it'll get doubly stitched, right? Yeah. Okay, and this one go in this pocket, and I guess I'll orient it the same way. I could actually still use a piece of this and just do something different. I don't know what I'm putting on this one. I don't like how much white there is. I don't mind a little bit, but I don't like it when it's a big section of it. Ink around. That other one was older paper. So it needs to be inked. Just using whatever I've got in my box because I have a million things in there that I need to cover with something. Make ephemera out of. Okay. And what else are we going to use with this one now? Where did that other piece go? There it is. I could do this one this way because that's not that big of a deal. It looks cool because it's got all that old paper at the edge. Like this. Yep. And you can even just use a piece of this dictionary page. Side. No numbers. No numbers on this one. I do like the way it, you can get that to roll, that dictionary page, because it's super thin paper. And when you ink it, it'll kind of roll up. put this one down first. Use a butterfly. That would be kind of cool. A big butterfly. I had a big blue butterfly. Wonder what I did with that. Who knows? I'm gonna kind of squish this a little, just a little. Give it a little character. Oops. Stuck to everything there. Okay. And I'm going to glue this page together, or glue that other one I just took off on top. I like to have some of these full page ones sometimes if I'm doing something that needs a bigger journaling card or whatever. It's nice to have them a little bit bigger too. So I'll just glue 2 sheets together. Picture. Okay. So on this one, butterfly, I don't know if I have any. Oh, a bird would work too, probably. Let's see. Just had these are Shabby Dabby Doodah birds. Could do that. Let me see what else. That's all Shabby Dabby Doodah right there. Where's that other? Bunch of stuff here. Let me see. Do one of those as like a little tuck on there. Have a little blue butterfly. What if I, this is Medieval Mirage. I need to back it though because it's only one thickness, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on here before I cut it out, just to make it thicker. Ever since I did that one tag in that fall journal I just did as a tuck, I've been thinking I should do more of that because I like those. Especially some, you know, tags that you're not really sure what to do with. And there's always lots of tags in kits, it seems like, in digital kits. So I don't always end up using them all. It's kind of a fun way to use them. So this is Medieval Mirage. I think it's Feminine Finesse, but I am not positive about that because it was just in my scraps and I thought it had blue, so I thought it would be fun to go ahead and put on something. There's enough flowers. And then in the little tuck, we could put something else. Oh, that's so tall. Darn. I love that. I love that. Oh, I could use one of these in there. These are from Dreaming Hearts Company. These are like Victorian. Yeah, I like that. That's what we'll do. Do a little tuck and put that little card in there. And then there's more places to write. And then when I stitch around that, that will help hold that card on. And I just have a big fat mess, like always. Okay, so yeah, just totally went 100 different directions there, sorry. It's kind of what I do. It just rolls off of itself, right, after a while. I might still use that butterfly right there just to decorate it up a bit. Whoopsie. Yikes, vintage. Oh, now it looks even more vintage, right? Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and put that butterfly right there. And this is my Porch Prints butterfly. Okay. Let's do this first. Oh, come on, computer. Work with me. That's the problem with having this set up hooked to the computer, because the computer goes to sleep, and I think it's fine. I think it keeps recording because it says I have 52 minutes, so just makes me nerve-wracked when it goes to sleep. I think I might go ahead though and use this still because it's super blue. Very pretty. Super duper blue. I'm gonna tuck it in behind there just a little bit, I think. I thought about going over the top, but then I'm like, I don't want to mess up putting this in and out, so tuck it behind a little bit. To cover the back with something. I forgot to ink around that, didn't I? Yes. That was silly of me. I got excited to use it as a tuck. Okay, so that'll go there. And what else? Where's the other one? Oh, I got to stitch around those, and I got to stitch around the big ones. So we got quite a bit done today. I mean, for me, when I usually make two little things per session or something. Okay, so we got these 2 cards to go into our bag. Okay, probably like this, so that I like that hanging out. We did our funny little collage, whatever you want to call it, scrappy collage, and then 2 journaling cards to go in those big pockets with the medieval Mirage pages. So I hope you guys liked that. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. Do go check out Jo Beth and Lorie at Enchanted Dreams 71. And yeah, and thank you so much to all my new subscribers and my returning subscribers. I love you all. You're all awesome. So we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye now.